Okay, boleh mula.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and greetings. Welcome to our forum titled How School Leadership and the Culture Influence Creativity and Innovation in Education. With me today are four wonderful guests: Miss Clay, school principal; Teacher Maria as a language teacher; Miss Atira as a school counselor; and Dr. Amin as educational innovation expert. So let's begin with our first question. What is creative leadership and why it is important in school? Miss Clay, perhaps you could start.
Thank you for Rahana. Creativity leadership means being open-minded, flexible, and brave enough to try new approach. In school, it is very important because education is constantly changing. Leadership must give teacher and student the freedom to experiment with new ideas instead of sticking to old routines.
Interesting. Teacher Maria, what do you think from a teacher perspective?
Maria, microphone, Maria.
I agree. When principal encourage creativity, teachers feel more confident to try new method. For example, I once conducted an essay writing activity outside the classroom. In a rigid school culture, they may have been rejected, but because leadership was supportive, the activity was success, and students wrote with much more enthusiasm and imagination.
That's a great example. Dr. Amin, from your expertise in innovations, what would you add?
For me, creative leadership is not only about growing freedom, but also about building a vision. Leader must embed innovation into the school's DNA. Without strong leadership, creative project may start off well but easily lose momentum.
Thank you. Now let's move to the next question. How can school culture support or block creativity and innovation, Miss Atira?
For me, as a counselor, school culture makes a big difference. If a student feels safe, respect, and unfair of making a mistake, they will be more willing to try a new idea. But if the school culture is too strict or full of criticism, creativity slowly died out. That mean
Suara Min.
That's right. I've seen school with collaborative cultures where teachers of share ideas and run cross-curricular projects that sparks real innovation. But in school, that are too hierarchical. Everyone just waits for others from the top. Progress is very slow.
Good point. Can we share examples of the school and the leaders who have successfully encouraged creativity, especially in Malaysia, Miss Clay?
In my school, we once ran and ran a student innovation project where students identify problem within the school and created their own solution. One group designed a digital timetable system for the canteen. That success came from giving the trust and responsibility. Teacher Maria?
I also like to highlight Malaysia's STEM and robotic competition. Many students have developed science projects to solve real community issues. This program only success when school leaders provide time, resources and support to teachers. Dr. Amin.
Another larger example is the Sekolah Amanah program in Malaysia. It trains principals to be visionary leaders and encourage teachers to apply innovative methods. This initiative has successfully transformed many schools into more creative and student-centered learning environments.
Very interesting. But of course, there are challenges. So, what are the main barriers to building a creative school culture?
One big challenge is the teacher workloads. Many teachers are overwhelmed with administration tasks, leaving little time or energy for a clear lesson plan. Teacher
Lack of resources. Some schools want to run creative program but don't even have enough computer or proper internet access. How about you, Dr. Amin?
And we must not forget the traditional mindset. The attitude of we have always done in this way blocks innovation. Creative school must be willing to accept small failures as part of the learning process.
Well said. Finally, what strategy can school leaders use to build and sustain innovation?
First, give teachers and students space to experiment. Don't punish mistakes if they are part of the learning journey. And then for Teacher Maria,
Second, provide regular training and creative workshop for teachers. Each year, fresh exposure bring fresh ideas. How about you, Miss Azira?
that is a great example of environments when teachers students feel respect, they are more willing to try a new things. And lastly, Dr. Amin,
And lastly, strengthen partnership with universities, industries, and NGOs. This collaboration exposes schools to real world challenge and broaden perspective.
Thank you for all your valuable insight. It is clear that creative leadership and a positive school culture are key driver of the creative and innovation. We have seen how initiative like Sekolah Amanah and a STEM project in Malaysia provide that the right leadership and a culture can truly transform schools. With that, I did like to close today's forums. Thank you for joining us and until next time, Assalamualaikum and goodbye.
Goodbye.